So may I come in?
Yes, please do. Please sit down. Nivedita,
Yes, sir.
comfortable?
Yeah.
English will be your preferred medium?
Yes, sir.
Vaccinated?
Yes, sir. It's 2 doses, but 2 days back I developed some symptoms of flu. So will it be safe to remove the mask?
Okay. In that case, please remove it once and then wear it again.
Okay.
You are Nivedita Chandra and you are from Prayagraj.
Yes, sir.
Comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nivedita, then now without repeating your name and telling me about any identity marker, please introduce yourself.
So I was born and brought up in Prayagraj. I've done my schooling from Girls High School and College, Allahabad, and then went on to pursue mechanical engineering from Birla Institute of Technology, Misra. And I graduated in 2019, and since then I've been preparing for the exam. And PSIR is my optional subject.
You did your mechanical engineering from BIT.
Yes, sir.
And then despite studying from such nice institution, you kind of defected.
So during those 4 years, I realized that my aptitude lies not there but here in public dealing. And also, so there was one particular incident in my second year that made me choose this path.
Usually one of the reason why people switch is they realize that they are bad in the trade they are in, and you just said that your calling was not in mechanical engineering. So how bad a mechanical engineer you were?
Sir, I got a placement in my 4th year in
In
Hero
IT?
Motocorp. So Hero Motocorp.
Okay.
So I think, sir, my employability was not that bad, but then I realized, sir, that it would not be doing justice with my job if I continue doing an engineering job when my interest lies here and not there.
Okay. So much so that you actually skipped your optional as well. You took political science and
Yes,
not
sir,
mechanical
because-
engineering, which is wonderfully available.
Yes, sir. But
And there are many mechanical engineers who are performing well with mechanical engineering.
yes, sir. When I checked the syllabus, I found that political science converges with like a major portion in GS papers. Also, it would help me in writing better essays, and also, sir, it would help me in meeting the demand of the exam in a better way.
Anyways, you have also mentioned that you worked with with company for 4, 5 or 6 days.
Yes, sir. Sir,
That's strange. I mean, how can somebody run away in such a short span?
no, sir. It was a probation period. I was told that I can leave the
True.
firm. Yeah, sir.
True, but you have not given yourself enough time.
Sir,
Which
actually,
effectively, I mean, I'm not worried about that company. I'm worried about a personality.
no, sir. Actually, while joining, I mentioned it in the interview itself. So that my prelims are approaching. So if I won't be able to manage both the things, like it won't be doing justice with both the things if I fail at both. So I asked them, they were fine with it. They said that okay, you see, observe the nature of the job, and if you don't fit, then you can resign.
Okay, let me put it directly.
Okay.
Am I talking to a person who runs away wherever there is a challenge?
No, sir.
You ran away from your discipline, you ran away from your trade, you ran away from your job.
Sir, UPSC and UPPSC's preparation is itself a challenge. So I think if I have given these many years to this preparation, I don't think, sir, I am a person who is running away from challenges.
Anyways, you're basically from Prayagraj.
Yes, sir.
And when I visited last time Prayagraj, there was no 5-star hotel there.
Yes, sir.
There wasn't a single golf course. There wasn't in fact anything noticeable when it comes to the modern day life.
Yes, sir.
Why, despite such a rich history, so much potential of tourism,
Yes, sir.
Prayagraj is lagging behind, even in comparison to say Varanasi. Forget
sir.
about Delhi and Noida.
So the government has taken many many steps. The last Kumbh Mela was a success. But so I think that the city is not planned in a very nice way, and also the administration is not taking it seriously to develop the city. Though many efforts are being taken, it is being developed as a smart city also. So I hope to see Prayagraj have such facilities in near future.
Okay, thank you.
Nivedita,
Yes, sir.
Allahabad was known as Oxford of the East.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you think that tag is still justified, or like it has been lost long time back?
Sir, it was known as a city of intellectuals. So because of the aura that the Allahabad University had. So there are still some good students, but I think now for example, the competitive exams, they like people are shifting more to English medium and also shifting more to Delhi to pursue this career. So I think, yeah.
So no longer it is a justified tag, right?
So I would say that there are good people who still exist there, but it's no longer, it does not have that aura that it had.
Okay, what about the name change? Do you think that the name change has done good to the city, or like it is a step which should not have been taken?
So I would say that Prayagraj, it like historically it depicts the importance that it had in the ancient India. So I don't think that name change did bring some advantage to the city, but I would say that it kind of upheld the culture that it had in the ancient India.
Okay. You are a student of PSIR.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, which is the WANA region? WANA.
Sir, I'm not able to recall.
West Asia North Africa region. Okay. What is its importance for India?
Sir, in present times, the importance is growing because India has like dehyphenated its policies, foreign policies with many of the countries. For example, it is having a good relation with Israel, Saudi Arabia, and Iran, and every other country. So majorly for the energy resources, recently the newly formed mini-lateral, the Western.
So do you think we can have good relations with countries which are having not good relations among themselves? For example, at the same time we can have good relations with two adversaries.
Yes, sir, we can have if we engage
or
with
we
them.
Are just fooling ourselves that we are having good relations.
No, sir.
Both are upset with us that maybe you are more friendly with that other country.
So that's about assertion of strategic autonomy of India, because in the past also during the Cold War, India maintained a non-aligned position between US and USSR, but still we maintained our strategic autonomy. So
okay,
India still
what do you understand by this term security dilemma?
So security dilemma is a realist concept where it's a concept given by Kenneth Booth. So where if a country tries to increase its potential in order to secure its interests, it might be perceived by the other country as if it is trying to increase its potential to harm it, harm the other country.
What will happen?
So in that case, miscalculations will take place, and then there could be conditions for conflicts and war.
What do you understand by this term Thucydides trap, and how is it related to present contemporary world politics? So
Thucydides trap was given by Graham Allison. The term was given by him, and according to it, when a power is rising, when a country is rising power, it is bound to clash with the other superpowers, and there might be war and all.
So does it apply to the present day politics, international politics?
Yes, sir. For example, we see in the Asian region, South Asian region, we see that India is gaining power and becoming a regional hegemon, but also there is already established power, that is China. So there are increasing conflicts that we see in the form of Galwan clashes and all.
Okay, my final question to you.
Yes, sir.
You give me names of at least 4 women politicians from
sir.
South Asia, from different countries.
So the current one or the...
you can go back in history also.
Okay, sir. So the first is our former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, then the present PM of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, and the third one would be so from Pakistan, Miss Hina Rabbani Khar, Aung San Suu Kyi from Myanmar.
Thank you.
Nivedita.
Yes, sir.
Nivedita, recently we have seen British PM, Mr. Johnson's ousting of the power.
Yes, sir.
It has posed certain set of questions over the issue of the inner democracy within the parties.
Yes, sir.
We have seen it could happen in Britain.
Yes, sir.
When they defy certain norms within the party lines or certain, the gestures.
Yes, sir.
But it does not take place when it comes to India,
Yeah.
where the leaders are more strong than the party.
Yes, sir.
Why still India is not able to develop these kind of gestures within inner party democracy?
So there is a concept given by F.W. Riggs. He calls the traditional societies like India as prismatic societies, where the formal laws exist, but they are not practiced in spirit. So the same thing happens where the Indian parties are institutionalized, but there is no internal democracy, and the parties run on the charisma of the leader. So that is why, since there is no opposition from the parties, there are oppositions, but they hardly come to the fore. So I think
I'm getting your point.
Yeah.
So somewhere you wanted to bring me down to the concept of charismatic leadership in India that is more prevalent.
Yes, sir.
Over the legal rational version of the leadership.
Yes, sir.
So to curb these kind of the tendencies in India,
yes, sir.
Any two measures that you could devise?
So there should be a promotion of a good political culture among the parties. There should be like intra-party democracies, and the political parties, they should be brought under the RTI Act as public bodies. More transparency regarding the choice of candidates, and how the leadership is being chosen within the party system. That should be brought.
You have rightly attracted my attentions over the issues of the funding of the elections.
Yes.
In this regard.
Yes.
What
sir.
do you see, the state funding of the elections good option, or let the party to conduct the elections?
State funding of the elections have been proposed by committees like 𝐸 𝐷𝐸 and Dinesh Goswami committee. So it can be a way forward in Indian politics, because here where money and muscle plays a role in India, the threshold becomes too high for a genuine politician to have a career. So I think state funding is very important in Indian scenario, and also, sir, it will bring more transparency and more confidence among the public, among the people, regarding the working of the democracy.
Nivedita,
yes,
like in India, there has been a tendency to promote nationalist syllabus, so that nationalist feelings could have been, more widely and vigorously, instilled into the minds and heart of the people.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we are also a country which is generally considered to be a caste society.
Yes, sir.
Something that comes into mind, any syllabus that should also be promoted in the similar line? And if it is so, which particular text that comes into mind, which should be, given a go ahead? People should be taught.
So the constitution is such a
that is everywhere.
Yes, sir.
But constitution is another part of the syllabus at the low,
yes, sir.
At the preliminary level, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
any
sir.
text, writing, literature that comes into mind?
So at this point,
no book, no nothing.
So I can recall.
No story.
Yes,
no personality.
So we can teach our students the personalities, the stories of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and Lal Bahadur Shastri. How
it's already been there.
Yes, sir.
Don't
but
you think so?
People are hardly aware of the
Nivedita, recently we have seen like the Indian rupee has breached the exchange rate of rupees 80 a
yes,
dollar.
Sir.
What is the reason?
Sir, the reason is the crude oil prices are very high. Also, sir, the global supply chains.
What impacts? Like if the situation persists, what would be the future? I mean to say, what would be the impact on the economy?
Sir, the imports will be very costly for Indian, like for an Indian household. But sir, some experts are saying that because like other currencies have also depreciated in comparison to dollar, but Indian rupee has not depreciated to such an extent. So it can be an opportunity for India to increase the level of exports and like increase its reach.
All right.
Okay, निवेदिता.
Yes sir.
हिंदी कैसी है आपकी?
सर ठीक है सर.
बोल लेती है?
जी जी सर.
चलिए बताइए, हिंदी की वर्णमाला में री कहाँ पर आता है? री, ऋषि वाला री.
सर मेरे को मतलब अभी नहीं याद आ रहा है वो.
हिंदी का तो पेपर भी दिया होगा आपने.
यस सर.
संधि और समास में क्या अंतर होता है?
सर संधि मतलब दो शब्दों को जोड़ना सर, और समास नहीं पता. नहीं पता है. कविता लिखती है? सर हिंदी मैंने मोस्टली मतलब इंग्लिश में लिखा है और हिंदी में एक दो ही मतलब लिखी है ऐसे. चलिए अंग्रेजी से बता दीजिए. मुझे बताइए कि जब हम किसी इंस्ट्रूमेंट को मेटाफोर कहते हैं, यस सर, तो वो सिमिली से कैसे अलग होता है? सर सिमिली में हम लाइक का यूज़ करते हैं, जैसे एज ब्राइट एज द स्काई, लाइक वैसे उस टाइप का कंपेयर करते हैं हम. लेकिन मेटाफर में हम एग्जैक्टली एज या फिर लाइक का उन सारे शब्दों का यूज़ नहीं करते हैं. उसमें भी एग्जांपल मेटाफर में हम बोल सकते हैं फीवर पिच या इस टाइप की चीज़ें जो होती हैं, तो उसमें मेटाफर में हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं. मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ा था ठीक से? थोड़ा बहुत याद है? हाँ सर, थोड़ा बहुत याद है. मुझे बताइए कि आईसी इंजन में जब हम एमपीएफआई इस्तेमाल करते हैं, मल्टी पॉइंट फ्यूल इंजेक्शन, यस सर, क्या मतलब होता है इसका? सर फ्यूल इंजेक्शन बेसिकली हम डीजल इंजन्स में यूज़ करते हैं. सो मल्टीपल सिलेंडर्स होते हैं इंजन में, क्योंकि हर सिलेंडर अलग फेज़ में होता है, सो दैट पावर जो एक कांस्टेंट मतलब स्पीड पे आए और ज़्यादा फ्लक्चुएशन ना हो, इसलिए हम मल्टीपल सिलेंडर्स यूज़ करते हैं और साथ में फ्लाई व्हील यूज़ करते हैं. मेरा सवाल ये था कि जब हम एमपीएफआई इंजन इस्तेमाल करते हैं, जी सर, और एमपीएफआई इंजन केवल डीजल में नहीं होता है, तो इससे क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है? क्योंकि ये कार्बोरेटर इंजन की जगह पे आता है, राइट? यस सर. कार्बोरेटर याद है क्या होता है? सर कार्ब्यूरेटर, यस सर. क्या होता है? सर फ्यूल और एयर को मिक्स करने के लिए सर कार्ब्यूरेटर. तो एमपीएफआई में फ्यूल और एयर कैसे मिक्स होती है? वहाँ तो कार्बोरेटर होता नहीं है. सर मुझे सर आई कांट रिकॉल अभी. कोई बात नहीं, आप उस ज़्यादा तनाव मत लीजिए. प्रयागराज में तो आप अरसे से हैं और आप बता भी रही हैं कि कुंभ को लेकर जो प्रयागराज में पिछले कोविड के समय में एक और दर्दनाक दृश्य उसी जगह पर दिखाई दिया था जहाँ पर माघ मेला भी लगता है. यस सर. क्या वजह थी कि हम एक समाज के तौर पर इतने असंवेदनशील रहे कि हम डेड को भी उसकी डिग्निटी नहीं दे सके? क्योंकि सर जब रिसोर्सेस की कमी पड़ गई हमारे यहाँ, मतलब तो एक तो इतना ज़्यादा डर का माहौल था सारे जगह कि डॉक्टर्स, मतलब ऐसे सारे डॉक्टर्स के बारे में तो कहना सही नहीं होगा, लेकिन बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स होते थे जो अटेंड भी नहीं कर पाते थे क्योंकि उन्हें खुद अपनी जान की फ़िक्र पड़ी रहती थी. और ऐसा भी हो गया था सर, रिसोर्सेज इतने ज़्यादा कम थे कि, और वो पब्लिक में इतना एक डर भी नहीं फैलाना चाहता था एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, इसलिए उसको मतलब रातों रात सर ऐसे बरी कर दिया गया. लिटल डेड बॉडीज, इनसे ज़्यादा लोगों में पब्लिक में डर आएगा या उनको ठीक बरियल देने से ज़्यादा डर आएगा? सर बिकॉज ऐसा उन्हें लगा होगा कि शायद ये चीज़ें कभी बाहर आएंगी ही नहीं. और अभी एक बहुत रिसेंटली एक केस आया था सर कि मिसिंग एक पर्सन मिसिंग मतलब पाया गया था वहाँ से, जो अभी भी केस चल रहा है मतलब, और अभी तक मतलब ही हैज़ नॉट बीन आइडेंटिफाइड कि वो ज़िंदा है कि अभी या फिर नहीं है, और वो भी केस प्रयागराज का ही था. ओके फाइन निवेदिता, नाइस टॉकिंग टू यू. योर इंटरव्यू इज ओवर, यू कैन गो. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.
Take a seat.
Yes.
Nivedita, your interview is on 29th of July,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And it is going to be your first interview ever?
Yes. Yes, sir.
First interview ever at any commission.
Yes, sir.
You're happy with your performance today, or you believe that it can be a little better?
So it can be a little better, so especially on the engineering portion.
See, engineering portion was merely to maybe a little bit intimidate you. Don't worry about it. But don't unnecessarily get into preparation of engineering. That will not be advisable at this stage.
Yes,
but
sir.
yes, refresh your memory a bit
Okay, sir.
rather than getting into books and all.
Okay,
Maybe
sir.
give it half an hour or something, not more than that. Right?
Okay, sir.
Nivedita, overall, you're a bright candidate. You've studied from nice institution. In general, you have put in enough hard work, and that is definitely visible in your preparation. So that part is definitely good. Your entry is good. Sitting posture is good. I'm not commenting on the dress part. I'm
So I'll be
expecting
changing
that
this.
you'll be wearing something else.
Yes, sir.
Right?
So I'll be wearing a sari.
Good. Hand movement wasn't there, which is a nice thing. And the flow was okay. Eye contact is the only thing that was visible due to this mask. So I'll be able to comment only on the eye contact. And eye contact probably can be a little better.
Yes.
And it's there's no rocket science. It's such a simple thing that look at the person you're talking to.
Yes,
If you're
sir.
confident, look into the eyes of the person you're talking to. That's the basic thing, right? Sometimes you were wavering here and there.
Okay,
So you can probably avoid that. Coming to the content part, in general it is good, but structure can be a little better. Try and be to the point if it is possible, right?
Yes, sir.
See, you need to understand, for you it can be one of the most important opportunity in your life.
Yes, sir.
But for the board member, you are another candidate,
Yes.
right? So when they ask you a question, they actually have a certain set of words or maybe an answer in their mind, and they actually want to hear that, right? And you can feel that. So if you are able to gauge that board member want to hear this particular thing, just give it, rather than having a beating around bush thing. So to the point is the best thing. One thing. Second, at a few places, I may be wrong here, but this is my impression. And my colleagues agree with it. That places it appears that you quote scholars and writers sometimes not appropriately.
Okay,
Right.
sir.
I mean, it's okay to quote once and twice, but if it appears more than it should be, then it borders that showing off or telling tone thing, right? So my advice will be that moderate on that. I'm not saying don't do it at all, but don't do it too much. Okay, that you can work on. Other things in general are good. Your strength is analysis. If facts are given to you or you know the facts, you're able to analyze these well.
Yes, sir.
Though at a few places it appears that you dilly-dally a bit. For example, when this name changing thing was discussed, I think be upfront. Say what you want to, right? I'm not saying say truthful or wrong thing, but जो आपका मन है वो बोल दीजिए.
Yes, sir.
बहुत आसपास क्योंकि board members do understand what you want to speak. So it makes there's no point unnecessarily dealing there. Being upfront will help. Other things in general are good. So overall, you were impressive, and I'm sure you'll do very, very good. Right? All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.